Thanks for the F Shack. Love Dirty Mike and the boys.
Hey, are you Dirty Mike and the boys? How you know who we are?
What's this? They call it the podcast?
Morning Good. Oh, I love
Hey, welcome to the air. Thanks. Oh, wait, I'll start over.
Welcome to Morning Good.
All right, I am unconsensually podcasting with Ben Herwitz in a hotel room. Also, could you hold up higher on here?
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're just on the road watching a little Gutfeld, talking about Tyrus, the black giant. I don't know how else to describe the guy. He looks so much like Thanos. You said he failed.
Well, you don't know how black he is, first of all.
It's very confusing. I don't know how I would do if I was mixed race. I don't know if I would like. I don't know which way I would lean black. I always wanted to be black as a kid. Like I really wanted to be black before like I found out what it was. Like I remember, dude, I would do like little like there's a school project, and I was a big Akon fan, and so I did a parody of Smack That. It was called "Asteroids Coming Through the Sky," asteroids, and I was like dressed like what I thought was a gangster was, and my brother just walks in the room. He goes, "Michael, you're not black, and you're never gonna be black." And I remember like crying, like it like hurt my feelings. I was like, "You don't know that. You don't know that I'll never be a black guy." Yeah, I mean, I think it was just because I was like a white suburban kid. I was like, I one time tried to make a movie called Gangsters versus Skaters. When I was a kid, I was like, the skaters will win because they're more athletic, and the gangsters are always just chilling on the corner, which obviously would not.
Well, it's just not true.
No, I think I would have done black faces. I think it would have gone to that. Like I remember on the corner of my house, I was like, it was a brick house. I was like writing graffiti and stuff like that. I was just writing like the word gangster and stuff like that. And I was just like, yeah, I was like, this will be a sick movie. There'll be lots of shootouts. And because also like where I was from, like there weren't a lot of black skateboarders. I didn't know that was like a thing. And the gangsters also didn't have to be black. I don't know how I was going to figure out all that stuff. But
Yeah, there's Mexican gangsters. There's even white gangsters.
There's a lot of white gangsters.
And when you were thinking about being a black person, we started this with Tyrus.
Yeah.
You weren't thinking of Tyrus.
No.
It's probably the furthest thing from what you were thinking of.
Yeah.
That you'd be a guy who like kind of looks like Andre the Giant.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the day they told me I wasn't going to grow any taller, and I thought it was like a negotiable thing. They're like, "So you're not going to get any taller?" I was like, "No, I don't agree with that. I think I'm going to be taller." They're like,
when was this? When did they tell you weren't going to be taller?
I was probably like 16, and they're like, "Yeah, you're probably like done getting taller." I'm like, "How do you even know that? Like, how do you know I'm not like I don't know? You're 16, and like you're probably done."
You got mad about it?
Yeah, I was pissed, dude. Yeah. They showed you the charts. You remember the charts? They'd be like, this is your age, this is your height for your age. Like there's all that shit. Yeah. God, I remember being pissed. My brother also told me your penis stops growing in the second grade.
Which isn't true.
No, it'd be very funny if it was grade related. They were like, God is like, once you hit this grade, he's like, you get held back.
Yeah.
Your penis
No matter
still
how
grows.
old you are.
Yeah.
If you're Billy Madison, it's in your 30s.
Yeah. Billy Madison went back to school and his penis started growing. Yeah, I was so like, I used to get mad about that because I was like, I don't know. It's weird because you never like your dick. You never see your dick grow because it just grows like the rest of your. You're never like, wow, my dick is like getting bigger.
It's
It
true.
always looked the same size
It grows proportionately.
with your legs. Yeah. I remember one of my friends. He bragged about this. He was like, "Yeah, dude, I went to the doctor and they told me I had like a really big penis." I was like, "What?" And he's like, "No, like they put a tube on it and like tested it and they're like, you got a big
The
penis."
doctor's a pedophile.
Yeah, well, that just never happened. But I was like, yeah. Oh, some guy in our town, shout out, what's his name? Bald guy, beard, Orlando, Florida. He was like a super anti-gay pastor. I think he like supported conversion therapy stuff, and he got caught texting a little boy. And it's like, those are one of those things where you're like, man, yeah, obviously. But you're also just like, what was this? Did he have the darkness in him? Or did he like, I don't know. You're like, did he... Or was that like his route to get him in? I don't know.
Sorry, was that his route to? How did he get in with these kids? I got distracted by the Jeff Foxworthy commercial.
Yes, let's pause for a second with that. So Jeff Foxworthy's doing a Fox
He's
special.
doing a special on Fox.
Yeah, that's what it said. Jokes on me.
Yeah. So it's just a one-time thing.
I hope he really jokes on me. He's like, I'm a fucking idiot. He's like, I shat my pants today.
The joke's finally on me.
Yeah. You might be a fucking dumbass if you shit your own pants. I'm a loser. I suck.
Did you hate his stand-up? I never really watched it.
I never really watched it. Like, I think I got a book of You Might Be a Redneck If, and then, yeah, I mean, his story is crazy with Ron White. You know that whole thing, right?
Well, that he like discovered him.
Yeah, so Ron White fucked a comedy club waitress in Texas.
Right.
And then she, oh, you can hold it close. Sorry. Yeah.
Hold it closer to the
Yeah. But he fucked a comedy club waitress and then went on stage and was like, I fucked this fat bitch, blah, blah, blah. And then she got promoted to like the booker for the whole chain in Texas. So he got booted from Texas.
Right.
Was selling weed and starting a pottery factory in fucking
Mexico. Right? Yeah.
And then Ron White was like, how would you like to do this thing called the Blue Collar, Fox was like,
really.
Blue Collar Comedy Tour? And he's like, all right. And then he just jumped back in and then
World famous,
yeah, at like fucking super old. Well, we were watching those last night. I was showing you the Stanhope. The Night at the Improvs are so funny. It's just everybody was required to have a mullet. And I was thinking about, like, I think my next hairstyle would be a feathered mullet, like a really well-kept one. Because, like, everybody does
you
it
want to
now.
do that now?
Yeah, like just an
You
insane.
should wear the suits too, the shirt and tie,
Oh, my God, dude.
metallic blue shirt and tie
Yeah.
with
Sleeve rolled up,
with
dude.
a mullet.
Yes. And then I'm still talking about whatever I'm talking about.
Yeah, you talk about how you had sex with a trans person.
Yeah.
With a mullet.
Yes.
With
Yeah.
with a blue, like with one of those like what are the piano ties?
Oh my God! Yeah. Piano key necktie, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so fun. Well, it's funny too because I realized it was like they still had good jokes because they had jokes on that they would use later in a special. But you watch it and you're like, oh, you actually can ruin a good joke with cheesy delivery. So I'm like, you could it'd be funny to do a special and then do an evening and we do the same jokes and you're like, there's something different about that vagina, and then they're like, ah. Yeah, it was a crazy yeah, as I was saying, like that's what got me like not into stand-up was seeing those guys in suits.
Evening of the Improv. Yeah. I mean, like watching Seinfeld do it in Seinfeld. I like Seinfeld the TV show, but watching him do stand-up in that show, you're like, I don't want to do that.
No, I also
Whatever the hell
watched.
he's doing.
To be fair, somebody took a clip of his act, but it was really bad. It was from the Netflix as a joke. It was him just being like, a cracked phone screen. I mean, am I gonna look your phone screen? And I was like, but it's like almost like the jokes are. It's like the delivery is like just the style is kind of outdated. I don't know.
It's super outdated.
Yeah.
I like everything he has to say about stand-up, but I can't really even watch the stand-up.
No, because you also know he thinks he's better than everybody.
That too.
Yeah.
And he has great advice, and I take it.
Yeah.
But I don't like watching him.
No, it's not fun. Yeah, he's what's his gone? Tulsi Gabbard. This is a news show now. Tulsi. I love when Fox always gets like a couple black panelists, and they're like, "See, look, we're not." The other guy was like, "They're like, we're not. Come on, we got Tyrus on here. We got,
Yeah, they're just showing clips of random black guys.
Yeah. They're like, this guy's black and on our show.
He's old and black.
Yeah.
And then this news anchor is black too.
Oh, who's this guy? New York has been held hacked by bad cops. She's not even that hot. I mean, I would have sex there, but that doesn't say anything.
Yeah, it's like it's a whole channel of black guys and hot blonde women.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so sick, dude, if just like they fired everybody. It was just all Black Fox. It was called Black Fox.
I told you before, I like, it's a very long story, but I like, there was a guy who I met in LA who was a music producer who like made some songs with Kanye, who got a deal with, he was a rapper himself, and he's represented by Dame Dash. He got a deal with Dame Dash, who started making TV shows for Fox's attempt at BET.
Okay.
Did I tell you about this?
No, yeah.
So they actually did have a black fox. It was called Fox Soul.
Okay.
And they started it during the pandemic, and big surprise, it died during the pandemic.
Yeah,
also.
of course. Yeah.
But I like helped this guy write some episodes.
Like the George Floyd thing happened, they were like,
oh, yeah.
we're
gonna cancel all 25 of Dame Dash's TV shows.
Yeah.
I helped him write some of the episodes. I was in an episode, and he wanted to do like Curb Your Enthusiasm, but for being a rapper in LA. That was the idea.
It doesn't
It
sound
was retarded.
Yeah, that's not
a
going to work
horrible
at
idea.
all. Yeah.
It's kind of fun to work on. It was very bad. And no one in it was an actor. None of them were trained actors.
Yeah.
You can't do an improvised TV show with no actors.
No. Well, that's like Jeff Garland's like incredible at that. And you've heard that story with him in the shop, right? Were you there?
He did a set at the shop?
Dude, so he was like bouncing around the village. We were all talking about how he like he just had weird like he was on Rogan one
He
time.
like famously bombs a lot.
Yes. And
Yeah.
he was talking, he was on Rogan, he's like, yeah, I see a guy with long hair and he's not funny. He's like, long hair guys just aren't funny. And then he's like,
He did say something about he said people who fuck the stool aren't funny, which I do think is kind of just not 100% true, but it
Right.
can be true. And Rogan's like, I fuck the stool.
yeah, and it cuts to Rogan just humping the stool. Yeah. Well, it's
Oh,
also
did he not say it? It just cut to him.
no,
doing it?
yeah, just cut it because he was like, yeah, if you're acting out sex on stage and you're like, well, that's not like, I just don't like blanket statement rules.
No, you can
Like,
be very funny acting out sex on stage.
yeah, of course, yeah. And then we're all talking shit about him, and then he walks in the door of the comedy shop and then starts talking to us, and we're all looking at each other like we're all full of shit because we're like not saying anything to him right now.
And you had just been talking about it?
Yes. And then he goes on stage, and then I don't watch his set, but I go on like 2 comics afterwards. I was like, oh, by the way, we all were just talking shit about him. And then he walked in, and we were all like, hey, good to see you. yeah. We're like, we were so full of shit. The audience loved it because they were like, it was like an inside behind the curtain.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, we literally are all, Texas.
Looks how it works.
Who is that lady?
She's a Texas Dem, it sounds like.
I love this. They found the most retarded looking lady with like ginormous glasses and like a bug looking face. Like
Fox is such a joke.
it's you know what I want to watch? Have you seen what's that movie about the orangutan who gets into a hotel?
You know it's on?
No. Somebody just told me about it. I'm like, this seems like something I would.
Never even heard of that. It sounds like a movie you would make.
Yeah, it sounds like a me movie. It's like, I mean, the listeners are gonna hate this, but it's like it's got Jason Alexander. Can you look up orangutan hotel movie?
With Jason Alexander.
This is supposed to be a really Jewish area. This is like 3 Jewish channels.
3 Jewish channels. They don't even have Jewish channels in New York.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah, we're in the middle of nowhere right now. Oh, these are all religious channels. They're not going to get me.
Dunstan checks in.
Yeah, dude, it's just I'm so in on this. I'm like immediately like people are like, oh, it's actually like a good movie. Like it's funny. Dude,
I remember enjoying the one where it was like Air Bud for hockey, and it was a monkey playing hockey. You remember that one?
yes.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, he snowboards too. It's like Chimp.
And he's with the guy from Friends.
Yes. Yeah. Chimp, I forget what it's called. It's like Chimp
I mean, you don't need to know. I could look that one up too.
Primate.
Yes, most valuable primate.
Something like that.
No, that's what it's most valuable primate.
Yeah.
MVP.
Yes. Yeah.
And
It's another Jewish, the Hampton Synagogue.
I guess there's a lot of Jews in this part of
Virginia?
Virginia. That doesn't even seem possible.
So you grew
This
up.
is where the Confederates beat the Union in a major battle in the Civil War. Why
Yeah.
the fuck would there be 7 Jewish channels here?
Well, you know what it is? It's the Israel is now conservative thing. So now they're like, okay, come on.
I guess so,
Go
yeah.
on. I haven't purchased it, so I can't watch Ninja Assassin. Wow, of course they choose something fun, and then they're like, you're stuck watching Fox here. Jesus. Yeah, wait. What was your? So you were not raised Jewish at all, right?
No.
Your mom was Jewish.
My mom, she's adopted. I really don't have any family. I should
Okay.
expand on this on stage. Like I kind of allude to it and I don't really get into it that much. My dad was disowned by his family. Formally disowned.
For being Jewish?
No. His parents are Jewish.
That would be
They're
a very funny rebellion.
Yeah, they're like,
thing.
hey, this kid's too Jewish.
Yeah, even for us. Yeah, like, this is-
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't keep this kid. We're Jewish, but he's really Jewish. No, so like he basically does. I never met his parents, but they're Jewish. My mom was adopted. I never met her parents. Her adoptive parents, the ones who adopted her, were Jewish, and her birth parents. She had 23andMe done, so she's like 75% Jewish. So I'm Jewish as fuck.
Do you know why they gave her up?
Because she was too Jewish. Yeah. She's looked into it a bit more. It sounds like her mom was like an alcoholic, maybe a drug user. It would have been. She's aware that she might have had a twin, or at very least had a sibling like around her age, and it wasn't easy for that chick. It was
No,
hard.
yeah.
So she lucked out. She got adopted by a good family in Chicago,
Wow, because there's so many bad ones out there. It's like
especially in Chicago. Chicago's a rough
it's
place.
a constant story. Yeah.
Yeah. So she got adopted by like a woman who was like very like a lady who was an investment banker who was like in her late 50s,
Yeah.
and she died pretty soon after. She died when my mom was young, but like I think it was pretty good.
Yeah, that has to be such a. I mean, it's like terrible to abandon your kids, but it has to feel when you're like a severe drug addict. It has to feel like such a weight lifted when you're like, all right, that's one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got to feel so nice in some way to be like, all right, I don't got to worry about that anymore.
You knew I think in that case, you just know it's going to be better
Yeah.
than whatever's going on with you.
Yeah. Well, because you have a kid, but were you
2 kids.
married when you got?
Yeah. So my wife actually got pregnant right before we got married.
Oh shit. Okay, you guys are engaged.
We were engaged. We didn't have like a real wedding, or there wasn't a lot of pomp and circumstance, but like we found out that she was pregnant, and we actually had to move the date of our wedding. It's a long story. And then we were going to move to New York. Found out she was pregnant. Found out we could actually go stay at my buddy's place for 2 months in New York, all within like a month. And we're just like,
Dang.
holy fuck, everything's. So we're like, we're gonna try driving across the country to move to New York. We're gonna move the date of our wedding, and you're pregnant.
That's so much.
We drove across the country while she was pregnant.
Whoa.
First trimester, but she was like nauseous and shit.
Yeah, that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like
She was literally driving over the Rocky Mountains in a snowstorm, swerving, pregnant.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so like how did you guys find out? Did she just like
Peed on a stick. She was like feeling different.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's pregnant.
That's wild. Dude, I have a friend who has OCD, you know her too. She'll come talk about it on the podcast, but she has an IUD, used a condom, and then had such bad OCD she thought she was pregnant, and then she bled onto the pregnancy. She had her period on the pregnancy test. So it's like obviously you're not pregnant, and she's still like, I don't know.
I know this person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was
I can't. You tell me later.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that just shows how crazy OCD is. You're like you're clearly not pregnant if you're having your period, right? Can you? How does that work?
Yeah. Do you have severe OCD? You got like really bad OCD?
No, it's pretty tame. Like with the herpes stuff was where it like really like I was just so convinced I had herpes. And then by the way, for the listeners, I tested again. I'm good. But like I think it's like based around like really little things. Some of it's like I don't know. Like a lot of it is like I have no money and that's what I should be worried about, but I'm not worried about that. It's like other shit. Like I think with me, I'm trying to think of like my biggest OCD thing. I guess some of it was like I'm trying to think of like a common one that I had recently. Like the herpes thing was definitely like a big one where I was like, oh, I have herpes. I don't know. Like the weirdest ones I had a harm OCD. So like I thought I was gonna like murder my family.
Really?
Yes. So I was doing
As like a kid?
No, this is like I was doing a lot of coke, and I had exam week. I stayed up all week studying, and then went out and did a bunch of coke, and then I like basically just started having these like just intrusive thoughts. Like you just have like a thought where you're like, which is not your fault. Your thoughts are like your thoughts are like a server. They're like, you want this, and you're like, no. But I didn't realize that your thoughts are just not.
They're just made up, and you can let them go and all that shit.
Yeah. But your thoughts are like, what about this? What about stabbing your mom? And you're like, no. But in some of the OCDs, like, oh, so I clearly want to.
I want it. Yeah.
So I would take like knives and hide them in the
How old were you?
I was like 22.
Okay.
And I would take knives and I'd hide them in the garage. And then my ex was staying with me. I was like, you have to lock yourself in your room because like, what if I go crazy and like murder you? And for somebody who like doesn't know what OCD, it's like they're like, you're going to murder me? Like, no, I don't want to murder you. Like,
so that I don't murder you.
yeah, it's like you think you're like a werewolf or something. You're like, what if I wake up in the middle of the night? And like, it was only with people I liked that I was like worried. Like the people you love the most, you're worried you're gonna like hurt them.
Wow.
But it's just because you have passing thought. Like it happens to babies all the time. Like my brother has a kid, and you see the baby, and you're like, what if I drop the baby?
I think about that all the time with my kids.
Yeah.
Constantly.
But you're not like, I want to drop
Never.
the baby.
No, but I've thought about it like, oh my God. There's so many horrific things that could happen with a little kid.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you have to watch them like crazy because it's like I mean, I was talking to somebody whose kid broke their leg because they didn't pay attention for like 2 seconds, and the kid just like walked weird and then just like broke his
it can
leg.
happen. Or they fall off a play structure or something. It can be a shit show.
Yeah, yeah, and then they're just eating everything. They're just eating.
They're eating everything. They're slipping. My daughter will want it. She'll be like, set up the step stool because I want to go. I want to go over here. She doesn't know what she's to. She doesn't know what she wants. She doesn't know why she wants anything. So then you set it up, and then she flies backwards off of it.
Yeah.
Like, why did we even say? What you have to do is be willing for the kid to cry for a second and not have the opportunity to like fly across your apartment.
Yeah.
Which you can do. You just have to put up with them screaming for a second.
So is that to teach them that they?
No, it's just so they don't do some stupid shit. They always want to do something insane.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time you're like, okay, don't let them do that. But
Right.
my wife's always like putting her up. She always wants to like eat sitting on the counter facing us. This counter is like 4 feet off the ground. I'm like, she's going to fly off of this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Let her scream and leave her on the floor.
Right. Yeah.
Why the hell are we putting her on the top of this counter where she could just lean forward?
And just
I've seen her
fall.
do this.
Yeah.
She's like intentionally fallen off of the toilet before. These kids like don't know what the fuck they're doing.
It's so weird that like the concept of gravity takes so long for them to understand.
I mean, I think they have like an implicit understanding, but they don't understand it the way we understand it.
Yeah, they don't know how hard it is.
They have no idea.
They know it exists, but they don't know that it's gonna like.
They have so few reference experiences.
I fell on my face last week and it hurt really bad.
It hurts really bad.
But it's like I think they probably have to fall a little bit to be like, okay, this thing is really a strong force, and I gotta.
I don't know like the developmental psychology, but like I don't think that their memories are as like hard and fast the way that adult memories are.
Yeah.
Like if something happens to them, they don't always retain it. Sometimes they do, and they'll like it'll shock you that they remember something. But I don't know if they totally remember. Like when I drop this, it falls and breaks.
Yeah.
They don't always remember things like that.
Yeah, they're like
Not yet.
Yeah. Well, because it's like I remember like my sister, she put something in her nose, and then we called the fire department because like the whatever couldn't be there, so the fire department showed up. And then she liked the fire department so much, like next day she shoved something else up her nose. and then the EMT.
Yeah.
Because, they gave her like a fun hat. And she's like, this is the best day ever.
Well, you don't have the same kind of logic either. You just don't understand what a hassle that is for your parents and for the fire department. You just think that was fun.
Yeah. Do you think a birthday, you should have like a kid day like that where you can just, everybody treats you like you just do whatever.
On your adult birthday?
Yeah. Maybe
that would be awesome.
You get one a decade where you get to just be like.
Every 10 years.
You just get to go into like a restaurant and start putting your hands in people's food and just like start putting ice cream on your face. Just be like, yeah.
Start crying.
Yeah.
Throw food. Yeah.
I haven't had a cry in so long.
In public or just in general?
In general, I'm a big crier. And then like, and it's not like, I'm intuned. It's emotional instability because it's like I'm crying in like Spider-Man when like James Franco dies. I'm like, that's not me being a developed person. That's me just like not sleeping enough and watching something.
On airplanes, that's like the hacky thing. You watch a movie on an airplane, you're just crying immediately.
Dude, Iron Claw. You seen that one?
Yeah. Which one? How do I know?
It's the wrestling one, the sexy wrestling Zac Efron one.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You were crying during that?
The second he took his shirt off, dude. No, I was like, yeah, because I mean, like, I have a lot of friends that have killed themselves, and I was just like, and then the fact he has like no brothers at the end.
Oh, right. Yeah.
All of his brothers died. I love that they're like, curses are funny, because I had a friend that talked about that. She's like, it's such a curse that all our friends died. And I was like, a lot of them are drug addicts. Like, it's not really a curse. It's like, and like in a wrestling family like that, it's like, dude, it's like, I think there's a domino effect. Like when somebody dies, maybe it influences other people's behavior to be a little more reckless. Like it doesn't really work the way, I don't know. I don't think it really works the way you want it to. Like ever since I've met people that have died, not met me, I'm just like, I met a dead guy the other day. But it's like, I think I actually did the opposite and went a little caution to the wind, which is like crazy. Cause it's like, so like I've had like a friend that took a fentanyl pill and died. And then I used to be so careful about like testing things. The only thing I really do now is ketamine sometimes. But then I just got in a habit of randomly just somebody has a bag and I snort ketamine and I'm like, oh, this isn't good because like.
Yeah, you don't know what kind of quality it is.
Yeah, that one's pretty safe. Like it's weirdly like the least contaminated.
I've done ketamine.
Yeah.
Ketamine's intense.
Yeah, I love it. But
my buddy who has one of my childhood friends who I haven't talked to for a while. That's a whole other podcast.
That's because he's in a K-hole. He's still drooling.
He might still be in a K-hole. No, he's like, he kind of lost his mind a little bit. He's just like too much of a hassle. I was posting things online. He was commenting like 17 times. And I'm like, I can't fucking deal with this.
Yeah.
Like, I just up my ass.
Do you think it was from the ketamine?
No. He has severe OCD, like very, very. He didn't. I don't think he was thinking about killing his sister or anything.
Yeah.
Or parents.
Okay, let's ease
He
up.
might- he
on
might
that.
have-
I wasn't plotting.
No, he might have been. But he couldn't even go into his house without like doing all these weird little rituals, like
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
He would like tap his foot 7 times and go, and he would say kids' names we went to school with. He would go like O'Sheen Lewis, O'Sheen Lewis.
Dang.
This is in high school,
Yeah, that's bad.
and he was on medication too. It wasn't working, and then he would like get into his room and start touching things and like have he had to do all this shit just to get into his house. And now this guy, he does very well as a digital marketer. He makes a ton of
Yeah.
money. He like is a nomad. He like lives in different Airbnbs. He was living in Airbnbs for years,
Whoa,
just in Airbnbs.
that's wild.
He thinks he's seeing UFOs now.
Okay,
And I
this is a good. I shouldn't.
I
do
stayed with
ketamine.
him in one of his Airbnbs though near LA. He was staying like kind of on the way to San Diego, and he just had medical grade ketamine.
Yeah.
And we snorted a ton of it. Like I think the amount you're supposed to, but it felt like a lot to me. It was like ounces of it.
Yeah.
And I've never been more high on anything in my entire life. I like he was like, let's go for a walk, and I'm like, walk. I'm like, I don't even think I have legs anymore.
Yeah, well, I think it's more addictive than people say it is because it is like alcohol. Like it's very alcohol-like in the sense that it gets you
Yes.
fucked up. But I
You
think
disassociate, like you don't even know who you are anymore.
yeah, which is what attracted me to it
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, I'm not worried about anything. I'm just like trying to explore my own brain and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think there's a thing with it where it's like it just feels really good and definitely is an addictive thing. Like I think like I don't know. Some people hate it. Some people are like, I hate this shit.
I could feel like, or I could. The thing is, I think you disassociate so much, you don't even know who you like. You don't even have a sense of self. But I could see someone going like, I'm losing control, and I don't like the feeling of not having.
Right.
From like, you're so far gone, you don't even know what control is.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if you can have that thought, but I guess you can.
But I think that's why I like
You need to be that high. If you take a little bit of it, it's probably not the same as taking a ton.
Yeah, well, also it's weird because the medical grade thing is weird because like if you do a recreational dose of ketamine, it's actually less than the medical. The medical dose, like
It's way more powerful.
they're like shooting people up for like an hour. They're K-holing for like an hour.
I've done a tiny bit of ketamine with acid before, and I didn't even notice the ketamine.
yeah.
But like that like vial of ketamine, that fucked me up.
Yeah, because what you do is you pour the liquid and then did you do the thing where you pour the liquid and then you heat it up and then you shard it?
No.
So you just like licked the liquid or what'd you do?
He told me just to put it all in my nose.
Oh yeah, there's like the spray thing.
The spray thing, yeah.
Yeah, so like what you can do is like how they make like powdered ketamine or crystal is like they take the liquid and then they put it in a microwave and then it turns into glass and then you like when you see a
and you
bag
snort
of
it?
yeah,
Okay.
like powder, like it's like but you should really do that. But yeah, that's what Steve-O was like. Steve-O was like doing like I think he had a really fun like going out story. It was like they were going to like give him his intervention or something like that, and then he just took all the ketamine and like put it in a thing. Was like, I'm going out, and then just snorted all of it. It's really funny too, because I like ketamine, I would never do PCP, but they're in like the same family of drugs because they created ketamine to replace PCP. They used to shoot people with PCP for surgery, and
I didn't know that.
crazy, yeah. So I was like, oh, I would never do PCP, but you're like, I wonder if like in a theoretical world I would enjoy that, but then like all the reports of it are like
PCP, I've read like police reports on PCP. I mean,
terrifying.
dude, people like rip their penises off.
Yeah. There's a guy from Wu-Tang who's, I mean, they got like 1 million members, but he like did PCP and cut his dick off, and then it's like somebody who got a bad tattoo. He's like, that's just what I wanted to do all along. And then you're like, shut up. You definitely did
That's
not want to
great.
have a penis. Just stand behind the fact you ruined your life with drugs.
No,
Like,
that's great.
what you did. Because they say it's just a darker version. It's like your thoughts it gets way more creepy and demonic.
Well, you're like ripping fucking parking meters out of you get like superhuman strength,
yeah.
and you don't feel pain anymore. That's a bad combo.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because it's an anesthetic. Yeah.
Yeah, one of them I read this like I think they were chasing after like a homeless guy who had broken the law or something. He's naked, and he just ripped his penis off and threw it at the police.
That's so nuts.
Nuts. And then another one, they cornered a guy who was naked. These guys are always naked. For some reason.
Yeah.
Everybody's just naked on PCP. He's on the roof of a building. They corner him, but everyone's like pointing guns at him from different angles. He just jumps, like spread eagle jumps, lands, I guess face up on a police car and jizzes on everybody.
Well, now you're selling it. That's kind of a hero's journey.
So there are all these like SWAT team guys wearing like bulletproof vests, just covered in this guy's jizz.
What a range, dude.
Yeah, I don't know who he actually like came on or not, but he did jizz.
Oh my god,
I'm sure the person who wrote the report was like being dramatic, but the guy landed, splat, probably hurt himself badly, and came at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you could come on like a disassociative because it's like you're so numb. That's like
That's what this thing said. I mean, it was there are like kind of public like Reddit style police forums.
right. They're not necessarily legitimate.
I don't know. Maybe these people just made all these stories up, but they were good stories.
Yeah, because I watched Hamilton Pharmacopoeia. Hamilton Morris, the Vice guy, he did one on PCP, and it was really interesting because there was this guy who was like a functioning PCP addict, and he was like, he's just into dissociative, so ketamine, PCP, and then he like just started wearing dresses, and he's like, it's because of this, the PCP angels told me, and you're like, that's the kind of shit where you're like, dude, drug brain's so dumb. It's like, you got to realize like that none of this is real. Like, there's some helpful thoughts. Like when I was on shrooms, and I told on myself, my friend looked identical to me, and I was like, I'm becoming this guy, and he, made a lot of mistakes, and I was like, oh, I don't want to become this guy. I was walking behind him, I was walking in his footsteps. So that was like a good realization, and I think I really did like, in a lot of ways, put my life on a better track because of that. But people are like, yeah, I saw like I saw like a weird thing, and now I'm part of the Nation of Islam because I took acid, and you're like, that, no, that's fucking not at all what you do. That's garbage. Yeah.
No, if you become like a black Israelite because of the drugs, you're doing something wrong.
Well, this is how it works. It's like you do you're really religious, you do no drugs, and then you do a lot of drugs and you become really religious.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Such a cycle. But it's I don't know. It's such a weird thing because it's like there's a lot of sober, non-religious people. I think it's like I don't know. It's I mean, we were talking about my sister. I got to talk about this real quick. It's so funny. My sister, who's an influencer, Lexi Good, she is now getting called out by like just random people are like she's a false prophet, and I'm like, my 24-year-old sister was a prophet to people.
Well, it's like, and also if you want to make somebody a real prophet, start calling them a false prophet.
Dude, I would love.
You're just promoting them.
I was a little jealous. I was like, I don't like backlash, but I'm like, she's getting this kind of attention on the internet.
That's ideal backlash.
Yeah.
People are going to look her up because of that.
I know. Yeah. I'm hoping I'm like, start connecting her to me so I can get some of that.
You need to somehow start propaganda that you're a false prophet.
Yeah. I mean, her TikTok bio says, what's it called? Like aspiring cult leader. So like, I get why she's getting those fucking people doing that shit. But I mean, LA, I'm sure has, how many people you said everybody's starting a cult there, right?
I mean, sex cults are kind of like a rite of passage in LA. Yeah. People definitely start sex cults. Well, like Bikram yoga basically was a sex cult.
Yeah.
That you've seen that documentary, you're aware of it.
I'm
right?
aware of it,
Yeah. That Indian guy was just trying to fuck everybody. That Nexium thing, I think, started in LA. There's a lot of kind of horned up, very insecure, desperate failures in LA. No better breeding ground for a sex cult.
100%.
People that want attention, things haven't gone the way that they wanted them to go. Maybe where's the answer? They've left their family. They were Catholic or some normal religion, Protestant. They moved to LA. They're like, there's got to be some other answer. And then some guy with like a Napoleon complex tells them he can fix everything, and then before they know it, they're just getting fucked by this guy in like a remote part of Southern California or whatever.
Yeah, for me, I just hate roundabout ways of people getting pussy. Like I was talking to you about, that guy who like fucking one of these guys. I'm not going to say what TV show he was on, but he started a woman's retreat where they're like washing their feet and they're wearing masks, and then at the end of it, they're just like clearly. I'm like, just fucking. It disturbs me. It's like guys that like fake gay to get pussy. Like those like Brooklyn guys that are like, oh, I'm like not,
yes.
And I'll do it a little bit to an
like
extent.
The lesbian at the show tonight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Some
She's
lesbians,
kind of the female version of that.
Yeah, lesbian slapped my ass. I let her. I was like, this would be a fun show. Slap my ass, and then yeah, what was she talking about? She's like with another girl, and then she's like,
but she seemed like she has had 3 ways with her and a girlfriend and a guy.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah. And the other one was hot, so I was like, yeah, like I'll. I've had a threesome with another guy there, so I'm like, I'll have an ugly lesbian lady. Sure, I don't care. Yeah, but I'm happy our night didn't go that way. I think that would have been one more thing to worry
I
about.
told you, I'm just like, I'm tired. We've had a long day. Like we're in this hotel room, you can see the hotel room. I don't want two lesbians in here. Also,
Yeah.
that's a long.
You're not
fucking
coming on
night.
the road with me anymore. No, this is actually good because I have tried to drink less, and I'm like, because you don't give. I'm like, this is good. I had like one beer at dinner, and that was the first beer I've had in like a week. I was like, this was.
You said you never do that.
Yeah, no, I never just have one beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, yeah, no, I like.
That would have been, and there's a fun story you get from that. There's probably good life experience for me trying to ignore a lesbian three-way in the room, but yeah, kind of nice to avoid it for sure.
It also just can't be fun all the time, dude. Like I just had the sugar mama in town, and I was like, dude, she's getting me fucking caviar, and I'm like, I can't do that.
No, it's not healthy for your your reward system gets thrown off. You need to have some days where you don't get everything that you could have ever wanted.
Totally.
Every taste and sensation.
Yeah.
Getting blown on ketamine. It's nice to not have that happen every day.
Yeah. I mean, it is to have that.
I mean, it's great to have it happen.
Yeah, but you're like, I should earn this.
You don't want to get desensitized to it. You want it to feel good.
There's no desensitizing to fake tits and caviar. I have zero. I was like, this is awesome. But yeah, no. I am like trying to like really fucking work my ass off and move ahead. And it's like, and it's also like the feeling like shit all the time too. You're like, yeah, I just
being hungover. Yeah.
Yeah. It's one thing I realized though is I can't go to the gym hungover. Like I would occasionally not go
helps.
if I was hungover. And it helps you feel less hungover, but you're like, oh, I can't go because I'm hungover. And then you go and you're like, oh, I could just do the same things. I think writing is tough hungover.
I think stand up isn't quite as good, and also hangovers snowball. So like one day of hangover is not the same as 7 consecutive days of being hungover. You can't even function.
Yeah.
Or like on stage, you can't function the same way. There's no way.
No, yeah. And luckily, I did have a day job where I could be hungover at. I canvassed for a charter school. They don't even know about this. So I'm just like, dude, the other day I just went to the hood and it was just like, dude, it's just me smoking cigs with like construction guys and hanging out with like cool black. I was like, this is awesome. This is like so sick. But then the one guy it was very funny because like I think I was telling you, there's this super cool, very nice gay guy, but we're just in the hood and he's like smelling flowers and like putting them in his hair. And I was like, you're so not racist that it's impressive. Because like in my mind, I was just like, I don't know. Like I don't ever go into the hood. I'm like, I'm gonna get jumped. But I'm like, if I start picking up flowers, I don't know. I mean, a hood teenager threw ice at me the other day, but I was like, whatever. I assumed he was trying to hit my friend.
What do you mean threw ice at you?
We were in a Chipotle, and I was in like the Bronx, and these kids were having ice fights, and I was walking away, and just the back of my head got hit by an ice, and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna fight 4 hood teenagers and get my ass kicked? Or am I going to convince myself that he meant to throw it at his friend and go?
Those little hood kids are always trying to fuck with adults. Always.
Oh, yeah.
Especially white guys.
Yeah. No, I had a kid one time. I was in a movie theater and I was walking by. This kid spit from like the level above me and hit me. And then I like hunted him down. I was my ex. And I was like, and I didn't know how to curse it like a kid. I didn't want to be like, you fucking little bitch. I'm going to fucking kick the shit. I was like, you should not do that to other people. And I was like, what even was that?
Did he care?
No. He was just like, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I have obviously a fantasy of pulling a gun on somebody and not using it.
I have fantasies of like trying to get back at those little kids. Can I like say the F? Can I say crazy words?
You can say faggot on here.
Or I used to run with my daughter.
All the listeners. They're gay. Half the comments are, you can say faggot.
It's all in context. I used to run with my daughter. Like I'd push her in a jogging stroller. And I had this happen twice in Astoria, which is not even like a rough, not even rough
it's
area
a really
at
nice
all.
area.
Very nice. But there's little like aggressive kids. There's like little fucked up weird kids in every neighborhood, I guess. More than one time, I had kid like as I'm running, they just yell. They go faggot.
Yeah.
Faggot. You just want to turn around and beat the shit out of like a young kid.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything.
No, that's where like I don't know, dude. I always want like an egg. Like I always want an egg. Like for when I get cut off by a car, I could just
just like Just travel with a dozen eggs.
Yeah, and then just throw one because like people will fucking do that. I had some guys say suck my dick the other day driving by. And it's like, but also like I was drunk at a wedding like 4 years ago, and there was like a guy on a bicycle who was like a grown man who was definitely straight. This is Florida. I think he was wearing like a Trump shirt or something. And I was just like, nice bike, faggot. And I just drove away, and I'm like 25 at the time. I'm like, this is, but I was like, I get the car. When you're in a car, it is fun to yell things at people.
Yeah.
And I was sure that guy wasn't gay. I mean, maybe, hopefully he wasn't a closeted gay guy.
I
But
don't think so.
but it was one of those things too where you're like, when you have a car, it's just so like, I don't know, but like we would have that as, oh my God, I'd be on a bicycle. I remember one guy, we were driving by, and this guy's like, you fucking homos. And then his license tag was this Christian radio station. It was like Z88.3 safe for little ears. I was like, and he just screamed at me. But it's such a weird, like, I want some kind of weapon. Like, I don't know what you can use. I was talking to some girl at my work, and she's like, what you should do is just wear like a construction vest and just have a hammer all the time. Because it's like, do you feel like, what do you like with fighting? Like, do you feel like when you're with your wife and there's a crazy guy in the subway, do you feel like I could fuck that guy up?
No, I feel like it's a losing battle no matter what.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if he has a weapon. You don't know what could happen.
Yeah, and it's like so hard. It really confuses my masculinity because I'm like, who am I if I can't defend a woman on the train?
Yeah, it's true. No, it's like you're kind of always better off not doing anything, which means you're all helpless.
Yeah.
Everybody's helpless.
I look around and I go, like, if a woman was like getting attacked by a man, I would get another guy and be like,
Hey,
no, I'm
you
like,
should-
you go do it. Like, hey, we have to do something.
Yeah, well,
My dad would get murdered in New York. My dad has like balls, and I think he would walk up to like anybody and just be like, hey, you, and then just like get his ass. He would get stabbed for sure.
yeah, it's smart. Like smart people on the subway, like don't even make eye contact.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody. Why the hell would you look at anyone?
You ever get the "Why are you following me"? I get that a lot. Where I'm just like walking behind a crazy guy. And he's like, "Why are you following me?" And
No.
I'm like, "Oh, I'm just walking." And you're like, "I'm not." And then now he really thinks he's like, "It's definitely a government agent," because that's exactly what a government agent would say. You're just like,
I've never had like a paranoid guy like that.
"Oh, I get him a lot." I mean, I've also been there for 7 years, so
Yeah, I haven't had too much of that. I mean, there are weird dudes who like make eye contact with you, start talking to you, etc. But like, nah, not the "Are you following me?" I don't think.
yeah. I trying to think of dude. My ex had somebody just take a chain and just slam it next to her head, like a thick chain, and just fuck it.
In a train car.
Yeah. I'm like, that would be the scariest experience in my life. Like women in New York, it's so crazy. I don't know. I'm. It's kind of funny because I think I told you I'm going on a date with this woman this week who's 6'9", and like she was like talking about dating because like we matched on a dating app and then she found me again on Instagram.
Yeah,
and then she's like, I just was really nervous. I just wanted to make sure you're a safe guy. And I'm like, you're a foot taller than me, and like you could probably fuck. It's just so funny that like even somebody that big, you have to like.
She's bigger than Tyrus.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's like,
Has anybody tried to fuck with a woman that big ever?
I guess so.
I didn't even
man.
know they made women that big.
Yeah. It's a wild thing that like I don't know. I guess it's just, but it's got to be somewhere in your psyche too. Where like even if you're stronger than the men around you, you probably still are like, oh, guys are because guys can still be conniving. Like a guy could still drug you or like do something like
Maybe you get more attention because you're so big.
Yeah.
Like people fuck with you because you're big.
Dude, well, I have friends like that. Like, dude, all my friends that are jacked get into fights all the time. Like, people try to fight me because I'm so big.
No, that makes sense. People, yeah.
Have you been in any fights?
Not really as an adult.
Is that your water? I'm gonna grab my water real quick.
I think that's mine. Yeah. Do you see it? Yeah. No, I've never. I don't think I've been in like a real fist fight as an adult.
Yeah, I've been in like a few as an adult. I've never had like a fair fist fight. It's either been like broken up or like I don't know. I have like a retainer right here, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to get punched in the face and just like mess up my whole mouth. I don't know, but I want to learn basic fighting just so I can like have you ever taken classes and stuff?
Yeah, I boxed in LA.
After one class, were you like, I could do? Because there's a lot of guys that like
No,
took two
no.
classes and then they're like, dude, I'm eight.
No, I like kind of learned how to do it and like did a little bit of sparring, not much, and I know how like how good some people are at that, and how like easily they could beat the shit out of me for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I think if you do it right on some level, you learn how fucking horrible, like how even if you keep getting better at this, you will just die in a fight
Yeah.
against
yeah.
someone who actually knows how to fight.
Yeah, well, and I wrestled in high school, and I always wore the earpieces because I thought cauliflower ear looked stupid. And my
Yeah.
brother was like, "You so shit," and I'm like, "Dude, you're so right, dude. If I had, like, you just look tougher. If you have a cauliflower ear, like, you just look.
People respect you more.
They do. Dude, I
Yeah.
might get a fake cauliflower
Cauliflower,
ear.
it's weird though. I actually saw a guy in the subway the other day with cauliflower ear, and I'm like, is this guy like still wrestling?
Yeah, yeah.
He's an adult wrestler. When do you stop?
yeah. When do you hang up the leotard?
Yeah.
Or the
When he was in like good shape and had like the really I'm like, this guy like an elf?
yeah.
Or is he still fighting? What the fuck is it?
Yes,
It's
that's
a
the way
weird
to
kind of
singlet.
adult to be.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, like, I fell on my face like a week. I think I told you about this. I slid down the railing of a hand railing.
No.
I slide down the subway hand railings all the time.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I just completely ate it and smashed my face. But I looked good for like, because I had like a little bit more edge to me. And I'm like a cool scar, like, just one like cool scar.
yeah, no, scars could be cool.
I'm surprised that has become like a hipster trend. Like just getting like a
To,
one
to have
scar.
someone cut your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that could work.
Yeah.
Like the opposite of plastic surgery, just have someone mangle your face.
But you look like somebody, I think the mustache and then like you're like a straw. You look like somebody that I feel like people wouldn't, like you look
Who
like
would
you'd
fight or who?
Yeah, you look like you're secretly very tough. Like you look like you're the guy that like when you take the glasses off, you're like, sir, you don't want to do this.
I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed boxing. I would do more stuff like that, but I don't want to fucking fight anybody really. And no one really challenges me to fights. Maybe it's just because I'm not out. I did like when I used to live in Chicago. I was much younger, and I would go out and get fucking shit faced in the north side, and I lived on the south side, which is like a little rougher, and I would take the train out there. I was in a nice part of it, but you're taking the train past a certain train stop. There's no more white people.
Yeah.
There's all black guys, and they're scary black guys. And I had I was back then. It was kind of like when the smartphones were relatively new. This was a long time ago. So like people didn't look at their phones on the train because people would steal them.
Yeah.
People do the exact opposite now to deter crazy people.
Right. You're like, I'm gonna look.
I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah.
Back then they were like, don't look at your phone. They'll steal your phone.
Yeah.
So I would like one time I had a newspaper out, and this guy just ripped the newspaper out of my hand and went like this to me.
Ugh.
And we're like we're on our way to the roughest part of America, Chirac.
Jesus.
And he did that to me, and I was scared. He didn't do anything.
It's
And
such
then-
a funny thing to steal an informational thing. Like, what is he?
He was just trying to fuck with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, he didn't need. It was a free newspaper that I got on the fucking subway.
Yeah.
And another time, I was just waiting for the bus. So I would take the train to a bus to get back towards the lake, and I was waiting for the bus, and another dude who's even scarier with a duffel bag, a heavy-looking duffel bag, like ran up on me like he was gonna swing the duffel bag at me, and then stopped.
Oh.
So these guys, like, if they see a white dude, they're like, I have to fuck with this guy.
That also has to feel very fun when you see like a
I'm sure.
white guy who's nervous.
Just petrified white guy.
I just still love the idea of him stealing these. Like, you're gonna get none of the fucking local news today.
And it was like,
I'm
it was
gonna
probably like
I'm gonna be learning all about the local geographic.
it was like announcements
politics.
about like black box improv shows. And it was just like,
I'm gonna check this shit out.
Yeah,
You
not
ain't
even
put
a
the location on it, motherfucker.
furthest thing from a real newspaper.
That's so fucking
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, there's no way he even looked at it. He probably just threw it down.
I love kind of people like that. They're like, I'm just bad to be bad. Like,
Yeah,
they're
you
just
know,
like,
he didn't want the newspaper. He just wanted to. He was like, "Fuck this white guy trying to hide from me,
yeah.
and I'm going to take his stupid newspaper." And now he has to look at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people would just walk, like kind of schizophrenic sort of guys, would just walk on a train cars and be like, "Man, I fucking hate white motherfuckers."
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm looking around, like, there's no other white guys
You're
here.
like, hey, me too.
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
Hey,
I'm
power
not
to the people.
I'm not white.
Yeah.
I should have started like speaking Spanish or something.
Yeah.
Chicago is scarier on the subway than New York.
Oh yeah.
For my limited experience. I was there for like 2 years, and I was much more frightened on the subway in Chicago.
Do you think that will be a technology ever where you could tap a button and change your skin color?
It's a good question.
Like, it's-
I mean, in the post AI era, when my kids are my age, maybe that's just what's gonna happen.
Because like you could dye your hair, and like I get that there's stuff with blackface and stuff, but like I think we're really at a place where like that could end if you could choose your own race, it would end racism, couldn't it?
Yeah.
I guess just the skin wouldn't do it all because there's like
Well, but if you could be a chameleon, if you could be like that, the character Jennifer Lawrence played in X-Men.
yeah, if you could be like what do you call her, Mystique?
Yes, if you could be the mystique of race,
Yeah,
then there's no more racism.
yeah.
Now, does that make us all code switching pieces of shit if we're just like
Totally. Oh my god, dude! You
the
go into
ultimate
like
code switch?
a Chinese place.
You go,
and
I'm Chinese.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you're like this, and you're like, hello.
yeah, yeah. And it just does it. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It like it's weird they didn't catch on. Like I've had a transracial woman on, and like I don't see anything morally wrong with it.
You had her on?
Yeah, we interviewed her. Yeah.
Where'd you
yeah.
find this chick?
It was what's it called? Like
It wasn't
obvious-
Rachel Dolezal.
No, but it was like people like Rachel Dolezal, Lady Martina Big, also known as Mailaka Kubwa, which is her African name. Also, like second largest tits in the world.
What?
Yeah,
She's a white woman who identifies as black.
German woman, went fully black. Her husband had the same thing.
Second largest tits in the world?
Yeah,
What does that even look like?
just like what
You're just speaking to a pair of tits at that point.
basically, yeah.
You just invited some tits who think they're African on,
Yeah.
on your show.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. They doubled his bongos. No, she like it was just one of those things that I was like, I don't know. It's like you can't. I don't know. It's like I think she might be crazy, but like I in some way I'm like, yeah, sure. Just like if you could dye your hair, I get how you could like I get how you're not now a black person, but I get how like if you want to get really tan, you are transing in a way. Like you are
Right.
So I get how like especially with the whole looks maxing stuff now, it's like I would guess we're 10 years away from the transracial thing, and I don't think like I don't see anything morally wrong with it. Like unless you're like now if you now start going like my people and stuff like that, like that's totally different.
Right,
But I
right.
think like I mean Michael Jackson literally like there's no that guy became a white guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's like, and it's so crazy because you look at him, you're like, that guy, that is a weird one, but that is a white guy now. Yeah, he really like. What do you think his whole thing was behind that?
Why he wanted to be white?
Because he said he had vitiligo, but like, you don't just now die. You don't get a couple white spots. And you go, now I'm going to be all white.
I mean, to some degree, if you have vitiligo as a black guy, you have to pick. Do you want to
which way you're going?
which way you want to go?
Yeah, yeah.
And he just decided to keep being to keep transitioning towards white. He probably felt some shame or again, I said this in the car. Maybe his dad thought that like told him his skin was too dark and his nose.
Yeah.
He said shit about his nose, obviously, because he changed his nose.
Yeah, yeah.
His nose is too big. I think that's what people have speculated. But he probably felt a sense of shame about it for some reason. And maybe the vitiligo was just winning, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'll just be white." Now, what am I going to do? Dye my skin black? I can't do that.
Yeah, because then they'd be like, you can't do blackface. He's like, "I'm black." Like, yeah, you still can't.
Sammy Sosa did the same thing. You know, the baseball player.
Yeah.
He looks like a white, like a vampire now. He looks crazy.
Yeah, it's such a weird, but it's also not like I get that there's cultural stuff, but it's such a not like I don't know. It's like you dye your hair. Like I get that there's obviously cultures, and I understand racism. Actually, I understand it better than anybody. I think I'm an expert. But I think it is a thing too, where you're like, you should be able to choose how you look, and then I think at some point stuff
Just
won't.
choose your race.
Yeah, I just think it won't be a big deal at some point where people will be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is just a guy who, because it's like,
You don't know how much that would offend. I think it's great,
yeah.
but there are a lot of people who would be like, "That's the most preposterous thing." If you choose your race, then who the hell am I anymore?
And you're like, you're maybe a human being with your own story.
Yeah, exactly.
It's different.
Well, yeah, and the answer is you're probably, if that's your attitude, you're a loser.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If all you are is your racial identity.
Yeah, exactly. I feel I wanted to be a black guy as a kid. Yeah. But I think too, like, because people do it in minimal sense. Like a black woman will dye her hair blonde and put blue contacts in.
Right.
And that is a new race of person visually.
Basically not, as a person with black skin, you're not really supposed to look like that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with it. I go, okay. I actually think it's bet. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No,
I think everyone should have blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah. But it is like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, you should be able to choose your eye color and stuff like that. Like I do see problems with it with insecurity because it is like, hey, you should be happy with who you are
Right.
and how you look. But like, I don't know. It seems not that outside of racial history, it doesn't seem that much more dramatic than a hairstyle if it's just a visual style. Because it's like, it's a part of your body. So it's like if I decided to grow a beard or not a beard, that's covering, I don't know. This is a weird argument, I understand. It's not, you're definitely not on the same page.
No,
But-
I think it's a physical possibility in like the virtual reality, like there's a lot of technology now that would allow for that to possibly happen.
Yeah.
I don't know when, but at some point people might be able to do that. And then what does that do to society? I don't know. Maybe it is just a great thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think we should, there will be a,
But I think what the argument people make is they go, now my whole history is gone.
right. But you could still tell your history. Like it's like,
Back when people used to have races,
right.
it was like this. Now, I was a Thai lady boy over there, and now I'm fucking I'm a Dominican guy over here.
Yeah, but that's part of like
No, that's cool.
this is my thing. I think history is long enough. We need new races. We need green people. We need blue people. People need to start. I've had enough with every race. Not with
I get it.
not with like their behavior or anything that
I'm talking about their behavior.
I've seen enough.
Yeah.
I've seen enough Chinese guys. I've seen enough white guys. I need to see a blue person. I want to meet a blue person. I want a new culture around blue people and green people.
It's just like the mystique thing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I would just, man, dude, if people just started becoming blue and then that's just like doing their own thing, I don't know. It's an interesting idea. Because I don't think, what do you think would be outside of traditional racial colors? What would be a color that would look attractive on somebody? Red would be kind of scary.
Red's too much. Again, mystique looks good. It's a little much though. In person, being face to face with a blue person is a lot.
Dude, pink would be beautiful.
Pink look
like a pink woman.
Pink could, well, that's basically white, but that
No.
that could
I
look
mean like pink, like a fucking like Kirby pink. I don't want to fuck Kirby, but like
good. So a woman's just like a wet ham, like a boiled ham.
just some Patrick Stars walking around. Like
No, I mean it also depends on whose skin, whose color you're changing.
right, so white people would have to go pink.
Right, because that woman you had on as a guest, if she went pink, the way you think she's black, she would be Kirby.
Right, yeah, because you got giant tits.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking about like I've been on mushrooms before, and people's skin looks pink and glowy, and like that's kind of like a cool look. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a sparkly pink person.
Pink could work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, black is good.
Look, we all agree it's all good. We're just saying if we're having to choose new colors,
Yeah.
green I think is out. Nobody's gonna be green.
Green's not going to work. Yellow's too much. Purple?
I think purple,
Could
blue, and pink.
Some shades of purple and blue and pink. Could be interesting.
Yeah, because I feel like I've seen cosplay woman, and you see like a woman.
No, it's true. I kind of had a thing.
Avatar's kind of hot. Like the
Yeah.
Avatar chicks are kind of hot, like a blue lady.
Yeah. I went to some music festivals 10 plus years ago and like was hanging out with people who like body painted a little bit. That can look pretty damn good on a lady.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
That was a thing for a second. In like the 2010s, for some reason, everyone was
Oh,
body
the glow
painting.
parties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the
I think there was
neon.
a Sports Illustrated issue, a swimsuit issue, where people had like body paint on. Do you remember
Yeah,
this
yeah,
vaguely? Yeah. And people were just doing it. And that looked good. So yeah, there you go. Well, that would be ideal, right? You like have mixtures of colors.
Ooh.
Not just, we don't have to pick one color. You have someone
It's
paint
just like a sporting event. Like you
or
got
a
like
piece,
half the
you're
face.
a piece of art or whatever. You just have a bunch of shit on your body.
Oh my gosh.
That's much more interesting than one color.
I think I've discovered a new fetish. I think it's
No, the body paint stuff that looks pretty good on a lady. No question.
It does happen in other cultures, like in like what's that festival?
African tribes definitely
and
do it.
India. There's an Indian festival where they paint their
Oh,
faces.
that,
pink,
yeah, that
and it
doesn't
looks very
surprise me.
pretty.
Yeah, I could see that. The Indian, have you seen the Indian dudes in New York who dye their beards?
Yes, you know what that is.
It's tamarind or something. What is it?
So it's not Indian. I guess it could be Indian. So there's something that references Muhammad possibly having an orange beard.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah. So people.
Oh, it's henna. They dye their beards with henna.
Yeah, it might be henna. I'm not sure what dye they use,
yeah.
but like a lot of bodegas or like whatever places that brown people are in. Because my specific example is I used to go to 7-Eleven on McDougal, and those guys would all have these orange beards.
Yeah.
And then the tough part was they didn't speak English, so if you try to get something behind the counter, it's very much like a crane claw machine, where you'd be like down, up, no, left, drop, and then they get like your gum. But yeah, I thought that was a race of people for a little bit, because I talked to my dad about it. I was like, yeah, these Indian guys have like orange beards. He goes, yeah, some of them have like ancestry that's like, and then I looked up, it's like, no, they're just dyeing their
they all
beard
dye
orange.
their beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not all redheads.
I just thought, I was like, New York is full of surprises. Sometimes Indian guys have red hair. I just thought it was a thing. Yeah. We're at like an hour right now. What do you want to promote?
Let's see. What should I be promoting? Really just my Instagram. I've been posting more. Daddy Herwitz on Instagram.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
He's a fucking hilarious comedian. One of my favorites. Love this guy. If this comes out Sunday, okay. June 5th, Orlando. I'm headlining Alex's Underground Comedy Club. There's tickets in my Instagram bio. There's an 8 and 10 o'clock show. Spread them out evenly. Like, if I don't know how to even promote this, but basically, just please don't get too fucked up. I'll get fucked up with you after the show, after the 10 o'clock show. Go, if you're going with friends, make sure you guys all buy tickets to the same shows. I'll see how tickets are looking, because if they're looking low on one, then come to the other. But I assume the 8's going to be a banger. So I guess now I'll push for the 8, and then when the weeks come, if the 10's looking low, just buy either. But please come out. Invite your grandma. Invite everybody. Invite a Hinge date. Invite the creepy guy from your building. I just need to pack out the room. And thank you so much.
Thanks, man.